All right, welcome back to yet another presentation. This is a little school setup, so without too much ado, I just want to talk about today's video, which is why businesses fail. As you can see right here, why businesses fail. I'll be drawing a little quick sketch and explaining some things. Hope you find this valuable. So let's get started. First off, there's many different reasons why businesses fail. Most business owners, I'm gonna lie, are too undisciplined and don't really have the right foundations. Sorry, not undisciplined, but they just set themselves up for failure since the beginning because they don't have the right systems in place to actually move on forward or manage their cash flow correctly. And unfortunately, that's why most businesses fail. There's many holes to this. But unfortunately, that's just the very truth. And if you want to get into this business world or any of these strategies, you have to know how to handle different businesses, problems that you might face. Or if your dad works for a business, or you have a employer that runs the business and they just don't really know and you can see the business failures. These are some of the reasons why. So let's get started. So right here we have a ship. Let's not talk about the drawing. This is not the most beautiful thing I've ever done, but this is to represent a sinking ship. And to begin with, we can start. So why does the ship sink? Think of the ship as the business. The ship is the business, and then it starts to sink as there's more holes. The first hole we have is poor cash flow management. Poor cash flow management. What does that mean? It means the money runs out too soon. As you start a venture, you start a business, or anyone is willing to take the risk, the biggest thing they put on the line is your money. And most of the times, we just don't know really how to prioritize the money to invest into the different things that will propel the business forward. So we run out of cash flow. We don't have enough money just to keep the business and the lights on. So eventually, a hole gets added to the business and it starts to sink. Because as you run out of capital, which is what really powers this entire thing on, eventually it starts to sink. And that's just one thing that you need to keep in mind is when you have a business, or for example, your dad or employer, they have a business, you gotta worry about the cash flow. You gotta understand what's coming in and out so you don't mess and you don't go in negative profit margins and eventually start losing money. The second hole we have is no market demand. You see, when you don't have a market, what does that mean? Interested buyers. When you're selling something and you haven't gotten approval yet to see if people are actually interested in what you sell, you won't gain traction. You need to have an experiment to see that whatever you're offering is actually something that's valuable and will bring revenue in. You need to attract leads and interested buyers. But you'll only attract those leads if you have something that people actually want. If you don't have market demand, you can't get customers. You're going to sell something that nobody wants, which eventually leads your business to get less cash flow. You'll spend more money and the business fails. Thirdly, we have bad marketing and sales. I love talking about marketing and sales because this is the foundation of everything that you do. The marketing and the sales is a key component that drives your business. If you fail to have marketing and sales, then you won't get traction. You can have good cash flow, money coming in. You can have a market demand where people actually want what you're offering. But if you don't have good marketing and sales, how are you actually going to attract those leads and convert them into real buyers? That's one thing that most businesses, the reason why they fail, like restaurants, they close down, is because they're not attracting enough people to their business. Nowadays, like I said on my last video, businesses have been trying to build their personal brand, which is a closer touch point to other people, to other humans. The more personal you get with humans, the more you can sell. The more personal and the more likely people are to buy from you because they see you as an authority figure. So bad marketing leads to less leads, less people seeing your services. And if you don't have good sales, a person that can actually close those sales, those deals, then eventually your business fails because you're not getting enough money in either way. Finally, we have this other hole. I only have 2 more holes, so. What is this? It's lack of differentiation. What does that mean? You need something that stands out to people. Something, a unique offer that nobody has in the market yet. Something that differentiates you from your competitor, that makes people want to buy from you. This is lack of differentiation. By the way, read a book that I recommend is 100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. He teaches you how to make an irresistible offer that just gets people to buy. First, you gotta worry about the time delay. You gotta worry about how much value you're providing. You gotta have guarantees, bonuses, and really have a perceived value into what you're offering to make it so that that's actually attractable to interested buyers. When you don't differentiate yourself, you're like anybody else. You have to compete for lower prices. You have to compete for the bottom. And eventually it just leads you to all these other holes because everything in the business is connected. When you lack one thing, everything else starts to fall, and thus your ship starts to sink. So you need a way to differentiate yourself, to stand out in this market, because people don't want something that's just like everyone else's. Otherwise, they would just go to the biggest people out there, the biggest competitors. For example, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. If you don't differentiate yourself, people would just go to any other regular fast food that is way above your level of competitiveness. So you need something that makes you different, a niche, something that attracts people, that talks to them and really gets them to buy. If you don't differentiate yourself, you won't make enough sales, and no differentiation makes your marketing efforts useless. And with no marketing, it leads to bad cash flow, which eventually shuts down your business. And finally, we have the 5th and final hole of why businesses fail, which is no clear business model. What does that mean? It means that you don't have a sustainable way to actually make money. If you don't know what business model that you have, and by the way, any business model works as long as you have the right systems in place, you have everything. These are the don'ts. Everything that I'm telling you not to do is what you shouldn't do. And you should just do the opposite, which means is bring in good marketing, find if whatever you're servicing has a market demand, has cash flow, how do you differentiate yourself to the competition, to competitors, and no clear business model. If you don't have a clear business model, you won't know how to effectively make money from whatever you have. You need to make sure that the business that you're in and what you're doing operates just like the other businesses are doing. Steal like an artist. Don't go and just steal something and just rename it. Steal in a way that whatever you're grabbing makes you better, makes you stand out from competitors. Stealing from one person is theft. Stealing from multiple people, seeing different ideas, is research. Have a good business model and understand how other competitors in your niche, whatever market segment that you're in, how do they make money? How are they able to stand out above other competitors? What makes their offer so good that people will go naturally to them? What makes the leads that they have so easily convertible into actual sales? Have a clear business model, understand that whatever industry you're in, how do they operate and how do they actually make money inside that business? Because that's super important. You can't just go out there and just have no business model and not know how you're going to make money. You can't start a business without understanding what's your main goal, what's your final plan, what are you hoping to get out of this business, how much money are you planning to make. And then there's always a solution, a lifeboat. It's success factors, which I will be talking about in other videos. Today, I have why business fails. In the other one, I'll probably draw a lifeboat explaining how a business succeeds. So I'll just give you guys a quick peek. So, you need good cash flow. You need market validation. You also need a strong marketing and sales strategy. You also need something that differentiates yourself, which is your unique value zone, like Iman Ghazi has talked about if you watch any of his videos. What makes you stand out, your unique value zone. And finally, you need a sustainable business model. So right here we have the sinking ship and then we have the lifeboat. This right here is how you succeed. If your business starts failing, get into that lifeboat. Bring in your success factors. Have good cash flow coming in. Understand that whatever profits you're making are actually worth it. You're gaining money out of it. Validate your market and make sure that people actually want whatever you're offering. Have a unique value zone that differentiates yourself from competitors and make you seem like the person that people want to buy from. Have a sustainable model and understand the systems and how your business can actually make money. And finally, the most important thing that just really makes up a business is your marketing and sales. If you don't attract people to your business, then you won't make sales. And if you can't convert those leads, then you also can't make sales. So just remember the sinking holes and how you can fix them. Other videos I'll also be talking about what makes a successful business successful. But these are really the 5 main points that I hope you get out of this video. So I hope you took notes. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. I love making these videos, trying to share what I know, what I'm learning. And really try to get it out there. And hopefully you can go and tell your friends about it. Let people know about what I do. And teach other people what I'm teaching you. Because in this world, we gain things by helping others, not by just seeing what we gain out of it. So hopefully you like this free will that I'm giving out. And if you're looking for some business strategy, marketing strategies, and mindset empowerment, I'm here for you. Just book a call with me. Enjoy my free course so you can see different business models. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next videos. Hope you guys got a lot of value out of it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.